Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're back for show number 2 with Prestige Custom Builders in Landon, where we're talking about the custom home build process on what you can expect when you have Prestige Custom Builders build a home. Now Landon, we've gone through the piling settings, we've gone through the framing, we're getting down to the cosmetic part, the inside. We talked about upgrades. What's the process now as far as your cabinets, your flooring, your paint, your fixtures? You know, we're winding this home down, and that's usually what takes more time than any, isn't it? The interior?
It is the time. It is the part that takes the most time, but it's also the most enjoyable time because everything's starting to come together. You know, we'll start the cabinets cabinet part of it. You know, we work with a custom cabinet shop. Cabinet work has been in my background as far as construction goes. So what we'll do is we'll come out and measure the job. We'll send that back over to our cabinet builder, and then he'll give us a 3D and a 2D drawing of the entire house worth of cabinets.
Whether it's kitchen,
bathrooms, we lay out every room, every wall is laid out so that you can then see it visually and kind of put it up against the wall, or at least sit in your home or on the computer and just kind of say, like, look, I want a drawer here, I want a spice rack pull out here, I want a cookie sheets, I want wine holders, different things like that. You're able to customize all of this in to your house. So and you'll see how it fits into that space.
What steps do you take? Do they go out and pick the faucets? Because you've got some pretty neat faucets.
So when it starts with the cabinets, we'll get the cabinet, the custom cabinet maker. We'll give him the measurements. He'll be able to provide us, you know, both 3D drawings and 2D drawings of rooms, the walls, so that you can kind of lay out the plans to kind of see, you know, do I want to add a drawer here? Do I want to add a spice rack, a wine rack, anything like that? Kind of tailor to make it yourself. As far as the plumbing fixtures go, we work with, you know, Coburn's. We work with, you know, Build.com. A couple of different areas where you can kind of go and see and put your hands on things. One of the other things is we go to the builder show each year so that we can kind of see what's the new things.
Keep up to date with the new stuff. Great. So we've got the house going. At what point do you decide about the build-ins, like the bedrooms?
Yeah. So at the trim out stage, we'll go through the house, see where we're going to put crown molding, shiplap walls, you know, base crown, you know, door casings, any type of accent trim moldings, anything like that. At that point in time, we'll either build the beds in then, or we won't. Just like to have them in before the painter gets in there to paint, because we paint those just like we do cabinets. It's not just shot on. Some people think, oh, it's just a bunk bed. Shouldn't cost any money. Well,
you take a process to paint it.
It's exactly right. They get painted just like a cabinet would. So there is a heavy duty process that goes into it, and you know, I mean, they're a lot more expensive than what people really think they should be.
And I can tell you, some of the custom wood that you did, like on that one house with the handrails, and the floating cabinets in the house that you did, you can see some of their work here. It's up to you, and the sky's the limit, more or less.
Do whatever you want to.
What you want to spend.
Yeah, no, do whatever you want to. You know, make it your own.
So you've got everything in. You've got the downstairs built out the way they want it. You've done your accent lighting. They've got their custom fixtures. Do the customers come in before you go to sign papers and do a walkthrough? When do they have their final, okay, can we change this, or can you fix this?
So I like for the customers to be involved as much as they possibly can. You know, some people are from, you know, Arizona. You know, I had a customer from Boston the other day. It's a little bit harder for them to get in, but that's part of the process of when we're going through, we're taking pictures, we're doing videos, giving you all those opportunities to see what's going on. I don't want to get to the end of the house and have a laundry list of things that you want changed or done. I would rather us fix all those things or do the things the way you want them as we go, so that when we get to the end of the process, there's not a 50-item punch list. There's a thing of 5 items, 10 items that you want, you know, addressed or taken care of. We address those, and you're ready to move in the next day.
Great, great. As far as the windstorm and that, we've talked about your spec homes. You know, the shell and the pilings, all that are set in stone. But you can make, if they come in and maybe they want to take this closet out and enlarge the bathroom, that can all be done once you start on the inside, can it?
Correct. When we get the pilings in and we start laying out the interior walls and we start framing everything out, that's the time to make those adjustments there. Can they be made at sheetrock or after sheetrock or at the very end? Absolutely. It just gets to be, more so than expensive, it just gets to be a mess. Like you've got a finished house that now you're having to do a remodel on, essentially.
Right.
No one likes a remodel. No one likes to live or have an unfinished home. So you're trying to get those things done quickly. If we can get them done early in the process, the better off it is.
Right. And part of building, these homes is they are custom. And so, when people tell me they're going to move down here, I always tell them, stay down here a year, and then if you want to move down here, make the jump. It's sort of like that on a custom home. Look at as many different homes as you can, whether it's online. A lot of times you can take them around to some of the homes you've done, and they may pull a little bit from this home and a little bit from this home. But how long should people really look if they're wanting to build a home to get ideas, do you think?
Always be on the lookout for what it is that you like. Anytime a customer contacts me about a custom home, I normally have a list. Normally we have a couple of spec houses that are empty. We're running out of those. We only have one spec house left, and it's going to be gone here soon, I would imagine. But even then, like houses that previous owners have now, or previous buyers, excuse me, I can get you into those homes a lot of times, and we can kind of walk around and we can kind of see some of the custom
different
things
ideas.
Absolutely. And then we've got all the pictures, on the website, on our Facebook page, videos through the DroneWorks guys. They do a great job of just highlighting those accent features, and then they can kind of see like, hey, I'd like to add this into my house, or I'd like to do something like this, but maybe a little bit different. And then you've got Pinterest. I mean, I used to say Pinterest was a builder's worst nightmare, but truthfully, it's great because you're able to see what it is that you like. You can send it over to me. I can tell you, yes, we can do this. This is how much it's going to cost. We get an idea of what it is you're looking for. It's a good thing.
Well, and the happiest day is when you say your home's ready and you're ready for the closing, and that's where a realtor comes in sometimes. Some of the realtors get calls from people that say, hey, I'm looking for a custom home. Can you help me on that? Help me find the property and then point me in the right direction. And we're fixing to have a show. The next show is going to actually be with Beth Terminella from 110 Realty Group. You've seen her on our Real Estate Talk with Beth, and she's working with Landon on some homes right now. And so we're going to talk about what does the realtor bring to the table working with a custom builder, and how they can help you and how Brandon can help the realtors. So Landon, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with our third show, the final show, and then we'll be back out on the beach. It might be cooler then so that we can
hopefully it is
get out a little bit. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.